Yeah, Mac back on with a new video. Now, today I'm going to break down this so-called milk that the human being basically attached to drinking it. They're basically feeding it to their kids. And we go break into it and show you. We go find out what this milk is about. And of course, I got a whole footage from back in the days. And I'm going to show you how long they know the milk is a poison on the masses. No doubt about it. Let's get in it.
Tonight on Hard Copy.
The truth behind the headlines from across the country and around the world. They claim milk does a body good, but find out why some brands may be doing more harm than good.
You hear what they say, people? They say some brand. Let's go back again. Let's go back. Because I tell you, once you see it on the mainstream TV, of course it's going to be a deception, 100%.
From across the country and around the world. They claim milk does a body good, but find out why some brands may be doing more harm than good.
Up next, got milk? You may wish you didn't after tonight's Hard Target investigation exposes what's really in some of it.
So why is it still on the shelf today? We're talking about early 90s right here. This video came out on Hard Target right here. What the fuck is this shit right here? Why is it still have it on the shelf? This milk right here. You think it's good for you? All right, let's
Milk is loaded with powerful growth hormones, hormones that should never be in the human body.
Imagine a cow on crack cocaine. That's how author Robert Cohen describes something shot into millions of cows on American farms.
That's what I try to tell you, people. That's what I tell you about the vegetable. I tell you about the chicken, the food that they grow, people. The food that you get from this cow right here, of course, is contaminated because it's the way they grow the cow. Whatever they feed the cow, that's what the cow is. 100%.
We genetically engineer a hormone that produces more milk when we didn't need more milk.
While Cohen admits calcium is...
You got to understand, people. Can you imagine these cows that giving you all this milk that you see on earth? You believe that? Of course, cows can never produce that much milk that they have in the stores. You better understand, of course, they add a whole bunch of shit to it. And of course, it's poison for the human being.
It's good for you, he says. Leafy green vegetables have lots more calcium than milk.
Yes, but if you use the same shit to grow the vegetable like you did the damn cow, of course, the vegetable gonna be also poison.
Look at nature's perfect food, human breast milk. There are 33 milligrams of calcium.
Human breast milk, and of course, you go eat it with the code at 33. I told you, man. This is how I know the human being is really asleep. No doubt. You're born from a woman. Woman produce milk, feed you with the milk for about two or so months. Some of them don't even feed their kids the milk from the breast. You know what they do? Cut them off their milk and start feeding the cow milk to the kid. How is that? Is that right? You stop feeding your milk to the kid when he's real young. And then you start feeding the cow milk. Take the milk from the cow that he make for feed that the cow supposed to be producing for his calf or her calf. All of a sudden you take it and you feeding it to your kid. Is that right? Of course it's not. Why people drink milk is beyond me.
100-gram portion. Potato chips have 40, beans have 50, chickpeas 150, amaranth, a grain, has 267.
Cohen says dairy products are...
Look at how much milk in this shelf right here. You see that? Where's they get all this cow to make this much milk? You better wake your ass up. Of course, everything in it is them put it in it. No doubt about it. Not natural cow milk. Of course it's not. It's a different type of milk. They're selling these bottles right here, okay? All type of shit mixed up. Powder and all that shit put together. Chased with water and all type of other shit. And they make this milk. There you go.
Calcium for another reason.
Every scientist in the world knows that protein inhibits calcium absorption, and milk is liquid meat. It's protein.
Yes, it's liquid meat. Get your ass out of here. The milk ain't no damn protein, people. It's time for you to wake up. They tell you it's calcium. Supposed to be strengthen your bone, make you grow as a kid. It's bullshit. Now we telling you it's protein, liquid meat. Wow, it's just dumb people suck this shit up.
What is it?
It's just poison. That's all it is.
Milk that you say is poisonous, and why would the government be covering this up?
But what's in milk?
Yes,
You're drinking body fluids from other animals. 60% of the cows in America have leukemia virus. 80%.
Hey, every now and then they bring out one of these guys right here, so-called telling on the system. No doubt. And after a while, they disappear. What's wrong? and the milk still on the shelf. Bam!
Have something called paratuberculosis. You don't want to eat something with that name, paratuberculosis. You've got irritable bowel syndrome in America. That's what it causes. 4 million American women have irritable bowel syndrome. You're talking about if your doctor said, I want you to eat today 53 slices of bacon because that cholesterol is good for you. You're eating from your dairy products the same cholesterol contained in 19,000 slices of bacon this year. By age 52, 1 million slices of bacon's worth of cholesterol. You don't want that in your body.
The real concern, though, you talk about the bovine growth hormone.
Hormone is the big word here.
Yes, growth hormone. Of course, they put it in there. No doubt about it. That's what they do. 100% in.
There are 4,000 mammals. There are 500,000 different hormones. Only one hormone, this is the big secret the dairy industry doesn't want you to know. Only one hormone is identical in all of nature between two animals. It's human and cow. It's the most powerful growth hormone in our body. Drink a 12-ounce glass of milk. Double the only hormone that makes breast cancer grow once you get it.
Wow, the only hormone that make breast cancer grow when you get it. You see? I know already. I told you what the cancer come from. It came from the food that they feed the masses. The food, the water, whatever you consume. Of course, that's how the human being get cancer. And the elite and them, they don't eat the same food as you. You better understand that.
Assume it's milk. No, I don't. What's in the milk I'm drinking?
What's in it? If you ask the author of this controversial new book, you may not want to hear the answer.
The milk we're drinking is filled with fat. We know that. Cholesterol. We don't know it's filled with virus, bacteria, powerful growth hormones, proteins that cause a vast array of allergies in the human body. This is not nature's
real
perfect
protein
food.
in the milk. It's not real protein. No doubt about it. And they know, people. They know from back in the days. There you go. They give you the skull and bones on it right there. And they tell you that it's a deadly poison right there. I know, 100% in.
In a book called Milk, the Deadly Poison, Robert Cohen attacks what's long been considered the perfect food, claiming it can be a dangerous brew of chemical, biological, and bacterial agents that may also contain a growth hormone he believes can trigger.
You can't escape it once you eat the food that they push on you, people. It's just that simple. The food that they tell you is healthy and your body needs it. That's what actually killing you.
The growth of cancer.
We know children come into puberty earlier in America. We don't know why. Every sip of milk, they're drinking, in addition to this most powerful growth hormone, 59 different bioactive hormones.
Yes, and it also messed them up all the way. Yeah, that's why you get all these gays nowadays and transgender people 100% in. It's all about that human growth hormone that's in your body. No doubt about it.
What nations have the highest rates of breast cancer in the world? I ask people, they say, United States. Denmark, Norway, Holland, and Sweden. What nations have the highest rates of osteoporosis, crippling bone disease? Denmark, Norway, Holland, and Sweden. The dairy industry, every dairy farmer, and there are probably a few in the audience now, you know that for every 100 pounds of milk you produce, you got to pay 15 cents to the national fluid milk processors. Doesn't sound like a lot of money. What are they doing with that money? It's $500 million a year to paint milk mustaches on the lips of models.
Robert?
Yes, yes, milk mustache. You see that? And I told you already, it was a devil religion. Yes, a part of their rituals when you see them do that got milk commercial. 100% in.
Welcome to Your Health.
Nice to be here.
Mother says milk is good. What is this? Milk is no good.
Let me tell you about milk. The number one protein in milk is casein, C-A-S-E-I-N. That's 80% of the protein in milk. That's the same glue they use to put a label on a bottle of beer. That's a...
See, you're listening, people? Because I already told you. The milk is not what they get from the cow. If you stand there and milk a cow, okay, go to the store, buy a milk, and see if it's the same thing. It's 100% not. That's what you need to know. The milk that they're serving in the store, that shit don't come from no cow. It's mixed up with the cow milk and all the other poison that they have for the damn masses.
glue they used to hold your wooden furniture together.
Yeah,
So we're drinking glue.
You're drinking...
And it never come out the fucking cow, right? Tell him. Did the glue you're talking about, did it come out the cow? Or y'all put it together? Just tell the masses the truth one time.
glue and you create so much mucus. This much casing, this much mucus.
Okay, we're getting technical. If you use a lot of chemicals, what qualifies you to talk about these?
Well, the greatest controversy in the history of the Food and Drug Administration was the genetic engineering of milk.
And just in case you don't know, this one right here is no doctor, no scientist, nothing. They just put him there, no doubt about it. Yes, they use him to spill some truth, and after that they go discredit him and he gone. Milk still on the shelf.
I'm the only person in America to be invited to meet with a group of top scientists at FDA. They used to do research, $50 word, psychoneuroendocrinology, the study of brain and behavior, how hormones affect behavior.
They tell him everything that he's saying. He don't know shit. They just tell him everything that he's saying. He's just a damn puppet.
Secrets. I opened up a Pandora's box of secrets that the dairy industry wishes had never been opened.
If milk is so bad, then how come everybody else is so wrong and so brainwashed that it's good for you?
Well, they get Calcium Ripken, supposed for his milk mustache. Spike Lee. Spike Lee, you got 500,000.
You listening, people? Go back. Watch this right here. I told you. He go spill truth. You better wake your ass up. Of course, they tell him everything that coming out of his mouth. But listen, it's 100% truth.
If milk is so bad, then how come everybody else is so wrong and so brainwashed that it's good for you?
Well, they get Calcium Ripken, supposed for his milk mustache. Spike Lee. Spike Lee, you got...
Spike Lee. Wow. Wow, the big old sodomite in Hollywood they put to trick the black people. Wow, there you go.
500,000 kids in the New York area that have asthma. They're drinking this glue every day. Spike Lee, 95% of African Americans are lactose intolerant. How could he wear this milk mustache? This is a message.
There you go. He telling the 100% truth, people. No doubt about it, and I told you, that's what they want out. They like to mock the people.
Money is spent by the dairy industry. If you're a doctor, you call their toll-free number, 800-Y-MILK. They'll send you $200 worth of free information. You call my toll-free number, 888-NOT-MILK. You'll get the truth. We're getting the message out as one voice to America. Milk does not do the body good.
Why the fuck is the milk still on the shelf? You did this show from the 90s. Wow, it did not help. It's still on the shelf.
Getting milk out of a cow has sure come a long way since the days of sitting on a stool and pulling teats. Today's cutting-edge dairy farms are fully automated. Sophisticated equipment feeds the cows, cleans up their manure, milks them, and even checks the quality of the milk.
You better wake up, people. It's not real milk, okay? And you don't want to be drinking this pus right here that come from the cow, so-called. Why would you do that? You don't drink your mother milk no more, but you start drinking the cow milk. What kind of dumb shit is that? You swap your parents' milk, your mother milk for this? Are you kidding me? For the cow, the animal? Wow, people then in a whirl of hurt, they sleep, man.
Historians aren't sure when humans first began drinking animal milk, but they believe that people in ancient Babylon, Egypt, and India
Ancient Babylon, Egypt, and India. Okay. Yes, we already know the Indians don't mess around with that cow because they actually worship it.
dairy cattle as early as 4000 BC.
4000
For
BC.
centuries, the family cow was the main source of milk. But
How
as
much milk can you get from the family cow? I already know, people. It's nothing but garbage. How many cows you need to make all those milk that's in the store? Where they come from? You better wake
these
up.
became more populated, keeping your own personal cow became rather impractical. So farmers living outside city limits began to establish dairy businesses. The key to good milk output is a good diet. Every day, a dairy cow chows down up to 45 kilograms of feed, a mix of hay, grass, and grains, supplemented with minerals and proteins such as...
You hear that? Listen, people. Remember, you see a regular cow, people. I'm not playing. The regular cow, all he needs is grass and water. That's it. The cow just have his head down. Most of the time eating grass, and then what? He drinks some water, eat grass, drink some water. That's all he's supposed to do. You see all these extra stuff they're talking about. We feed him protein, we feed him vitamins, all of this shit. Of course, that's what they use to actually poison the cow. No doubt about it. He won't die, but he can produce more milk and all of that shit. Look fat and plump, but of course the meat is not good, and also the milk, because whatever they give it right here to eat, yes, that's what you're getting out of the meat and the milk and any dairy product that they give you. You hear me?
Soy. On a hot. The key to good milk output is a good diet. Every day, a dairy cow chows down up to 45 kilograms of feed, a mix of hay, grass, and grains, supplemented with minerals and proteins such as soy. On a
Soy. You get that? And of course, they also feed the chicken. Yes, the one that gonna lay, the one that you're gonna see in the store. Of course, they feed them the same synthetic food. Yes, soy. And I told you already. And a lot of people talk a bunch of shit. Yeah, they're making video talking about they're debunking the mag. Of course you can't. You're just a fucking dummy. You can never debunk the mag. I told you, soy that you see they're selling the masses is a synthetic food. You've never seen it grow. The most popular bean in the world. Make every damn thing. And you never see it grow. Of course, you're dumb if you never think about it.
day, she can drink the equivalent of a bathtub full of water.
There you go.
Cows produce milk only during the lactation period that follows giving birth.
Okay.
Starting at
Okay, so how the fuck they have milk all the way around? They never stop having milk. How the hell they do that? I told you, man, it's nothing but this shit right here that they feed them. They even put it in the water also. Of course, no doubt about spiking them up.
15 to 17 months of age, they're inseminated yearly for about 6 years.
Yeah, right.
The
6
newborn
years.
calf suckles for a couple of days, then goes to a separate area to be raised. But the mother continues to lactate for another 10 to 12 months, to the tune of about 35 liters per day. This is the milk that's collected for human consumption. The barn floor is automatically cleaned around the clock to prevent the cows from walking in their manure, which would spread disease and infection. Animal welfare is at the core of this state-of-the-art dairy farm. A happy and stress-free cow, after all, produces better milk. So these cows aren't confined to stalls. They walk around freely, inside or outside, eating and drinking as they please. They scratch themselves against this motion-triggered brush. It improves their blood circulation and cleans their hides. Each cow wears an identification tag. It emits a low frequency, a different one for each animal. This enables the computerized milking system to collect data on each cow's milking habits.
You understand? Of course, that's his chip right there that you see around the neck. That right there is a chip for the cow. It is a chip, no doubt about it. And they probably have one in the body that communicate with this shit right here. Of course, no doubt about it. You hear they tell you? Of course, they can contact this one right here by computer. Yes, read everything that he do. No doubt about it. Listen again.
Different one for each animal frequency. A different one for each animal. This enables the milking system to collect data on each cow's milking habits and
There you
monitor
go.
the quality of her milk.
There you go.
No traditional twice-a-day milking here. The cows decide when they feel like being milked. Just like the pressure in our bladders tells us when it's time to go to the bathroom, when the cows find the pressure in their udders uncomfortable, they just mosey on down to the milking stall.
Wow.
The stall is designed not to force the cow into an uncomfortable or motionless position. It's set up in such a way that she's not separated from the herd. Scientific research shows that separation induces stress.
See, they know everything about the damn cow scientifically. You understand? Of course, it's bullshit. 100%. And if they're doing that shit to the cow, studying him and know what he want, what make him comfortable, what piss him off, of course, that's the same thing they do to the human being. 100%.
As it prepares to clean her udder with disinfectant and water, the robotic milking system reads the ID tag and records that this is cow number 328 coming in for a milking at 4:41 in the afternoon. Next, a laser pinpoints the exact location and position of the 4 teats. It feeds that information to the computer, which then guides the robot to attach the teat cups one by one.
They are lying, people, 100%. I'm telling you right now, they have them cows lined up with the shit on them, sucking them, pulling that shit like a vacuum out of them. Don't tell me nothing. This that they show you, I think it's a smoke screen. We know it's a lot of different factories, but don't tell me this is how they do it. One cow at a time? You think they can supply that fucking store with milk by milking one cow at a time? Of course not. Them motherfuckers line them out. Yes, all of them attached to this thing, and they basically suck the milk out of them. That's the 100% truth. This is garbage right here they're showing you. No doubt about it. You milk one cow at a time? Get out of here. Can you imagine how long would it take for them to get the milk? Doing it like this right here, milking one cow when he feel like he walked to get milk? This is garbage right here. Nothing but bullshit. There you go. Of course they're not gonna let this video play. There you go.
Once the robot
they got these shit attached to them right here, all of them at the same time, and sucking the milk out of them. That's what they do. Then they run the milk to another thing, put it in a little thing, mix it up with all the other spices that they got to poison the masses. 100% in.
The presence of milk, extraction begins. Each suction cup simulating the suckling action of a nursing calf.
There you go.
A sophisticated machine analyzes the milk. If the quality is not up to par, or if the machine detects signs the cow has an infection, milk with elevated...
All bullshit. 100% in, people. Don't doubt when I tell you. They're talking like, hey, we make sure the milk is clean and check everything. It's bullshit. 100%. They don't give a damn.
Temperature or minute traces of blood, for example, the system automatically rejects the batch and red flags the problem cow. As the udder cleaning brushes get disinfected, the robot tracks the output of each teat separately. That way, no teat is undermilked or overmilked, which can lead to health problems. Once the suction cups come,
it could lead to health problems. So that's on the cow. When the calf basically sucking these cow thing right here, you want to tell me that they judge him and go to the next one, try not to overmilk one? Get out of here. That's nothing but garbage.
The robot disinfects each teat.
There you go. This is a smoke screen.
As Bessie goes on her way, feeling mighty relieved, the robot disinfects the teat cups for the next cow.
Wow, the cow just take their time and show up for a milking. You believe that? Wow, there you go.
The milk that passes inspection collects in a jar, then gets transferred to a giant refrigerated reservoir. They wash out the jar between cows.
So how much milk can you get from one cow? It don't make no sense. It's bullshit. 100%. And I told you, stay off the milk. And you don't need no cereal, because the cereal also killing the masses. Stay off both of them. You don't need no damn milk. Yes, the cow milk ain't nothing but a damn pus. All I'm telling you, just stay away from it. I'm gone.